Hello dear students, today's topic is nutrition. I'm sure you are all aware of the terms like nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, etc., which was taught to you by the teacher in the earlier session. What is nutrition? And how is it done? This is what we are going to discuss in today's session. We are going to identify the two types of nutrition, study more about autotrophic nutrition, the raw materials required for photosynthesis, and the events that take place during photosynthesis. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of intake of food. Food gives us a lot of energy to do the day-to-day activities. Activities like walking, running, jumping, swimming requires a lot of energy. Apart from giving energy, food helps us to grow, to develop, and to synthesize proteins and other substances. So, nutrition is very important. There are two types of nutrition. The first one is the autotrophic nutrition and the second one is heterotrophic nutrition. I'm sure you all are aware of these two terms. Heterotrophic nutrition mainly takes place in animals and human beings. What is autotrophic nutrition? The term auto in autotrophic nutrition means self. Autotrophic nutrition is a mode of nutrition in which organisms uses inorganic substances to produce organic food. The organisms that follow autotrophic nutrition are called autotrophs. For example, green plants and some kind of bacteria. The process by which green plants prepare their own food by using raw materials like carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. The main end product of photosynthesis is carbohydrate. Apart from carbohydrates, the end products are oxygen and water. Carbohydrate, being the main end product, gives a lot of energy to the plant. The chemical reaction that takes place during photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. C6H12O6 is glucose, which is the simple form of carbohydrates. The raw materials that are used for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, solar energy and chlorophyll, which are obtained by plants through various ways. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Plants get water from the soil because the roots of the plant helps the plant to absorb water from the soil. Plants get solar energy from the sun, and chlorophyll is the green pigment that is already present in the leaf. So these are the raw materials that are used by the green plants for photosynthesis. Apart from these raw materials, green plants require other raw materials too, which they get from the soil. They are nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium. Nitrogen is an essential element that is used for the production of proteins and other compounds. Nitrogen is also obtained by the plant in the form of inorganic nitrites or nitrates. The atmospheric nitrogen is converted into organic compounds by the nitrogen fixing bacteria. I'm sure you all have studied about the nitrogen cycle last year. Next topic is the events that take place during photosynthesis. The first event that takes place is the absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll that is present in the leaves, followed by the conversion of light energy into chemical energy, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, and the reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. The carbohydrates, as I said earlier, is the end product of photosynthesis. it is not used up by the plant as soon as photosynthesis gets over. It is stored in the plant in the form of starch, and it is used by the plant only when it is required. So the internal energy reserve of plant is starch. The events that were mentioned earlier that took place during photosynthesis need not take place one after the other in all the plants. Exceptional case is the desert plant. The desert plants in desert plants, the carbon dioxide that is produced during the night time is used to form an intermediate which is acted upon by the solar energy that is absorbed by the chlorophyll during the day. The next term is chloroplast. What are chloroplasts? Chloroplasts are cell organelles that is present in the cells of the leaf that contain chlorophyll. They are called the green plastics. Chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. In this slide, you can see the cross section of a leaf. The green dots represent the chloroplast. The opening, called the stomatal pore, has guard cells on either side of it. Now let's see what are stomata and what are the functions of stomata. Stomata are pores that are present on the surface of leaves. They are also found on the surface of stems and roots too. They help in the exchange of gases. Massive exchange of gases takes place during photosynthesis and respiration. They also help in transpiration too. When the stomatal pore remains open, there is chance for the plants to lose large amount of water. The stomatal pore remains open when the plants require carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. So, the stomatal pore should not be open for a long period of time because there is chance for the plants to lose water. The stomatal pore needs to be closed. The opening and the closing of the stomatal pore is regulated by the guard cells. The guard cells swell when water gets in, and the guard cells shrink when the water comes out. When the guard cells swell, the stomatal pore remains open, and when the guard cells shrink, the stomatal pore remains closed. In this slide, we can see the pictures of the closed stoma and the open stoma. When the guard cells in the first picture, the stoma is closed. It means the guard cells are shrunk. In the second picture, you can see the stoma open because the guard cells are swollen because the water is in. I hope you have understood the topic well about autotrophic nutrition, the raw materials required for photosynthesis, the events that take place during photosynthesis, the chloroplasts, the guard cells, the stomata, the raw materials especially that is required for photosynthesis, and the ways by which plants obtain it.